It is Jim Starkweather with KitMaker Network, and it has been a while since I've done a video. That's because moving. As I've tried to explain, or poorly explained probably in previous videos, we're in the middle of getting our house ready to sell, and this is my space. I have a little bit of space left. But we've moved the office from downstairs and pretty much packed it up. A lot of the stuff I have is packed up. So until I move, I'm going to be kind of in limited mode, mostly dealing with just kind of day-to-day operational issues for the websites. And haven't even shipped anything out in a long while, which I'm sure some of you know. But that doesn't mean the process ends or we're stopping. It just means I'm kind of in a hiccup mode where I need to find things that were boxed up to move from downstairs and temporarily put in boxes. One of them's in this closet behind me. So I still have access to samples, just not the best of access. Which, anyways. Alright, so that's set aside. I have lots of stuff here to do this time around. Some of these have been sitting here way too long and have probably been seen on other channels. But not on this one. So let's go ahead and start with some of the easy stuff. We'll do some of the recent magazines and books that have come into me recently. Hope you guys have all been good in the interim between videos. I certainly have had some interesting times. We do have an offer on our house though, which is good. So we'll have to see if it goes through. But we had to put through a counter. But all right. So what we've got from our folks at Resin Press, we've got Panzer Aces Armor Model Magazine. This is the number 57 issue, and looks like they're 35 years of modeling. They've been around for 35 years. Wow, that's amazing. I didn't realize they've been around that long. But yes, so this one is in English and is available through mostly European outfits. I'm not sure if there's a U.S. distributor for this, but you can check their website. It's euromodelismo.com. I think they have some options for ordering it and getting it even if it's overseas. And from History and Collections in France, we have Steel Masters number 57. This one has a Raging Bull Bulldozer D7 on the cover, which looks like it's a D7 with augmented armor, so that's obviously a scratch-built job, I believe. And this one is in French, which, as you probably well know from my past turning the page videos on it, but yeah, that's new. And what else do we have from, what else do we have? We have something from SAM Publications. That's going to be probably their Military Modelcraft International, MMI. This is available, you can check out their website, guidelinepublications.co.uk, and I believe they have options there if you are interested in a subscription. This particular issue looks like it has some interesting stuff in it. 6-Day War, Rodin's Rolls-Royce, a Kinetic M3A3 Bradley Toy Fair 2018, and a Fire and Water International Eastern Front diorama. Looks like that one might be kind of big. Alright, and moving on, we have from Osprey Publishing, the Combat Series U.S. Marine versus German Soldier. This one is Bella Wood 1918, Greg Adams. So a comparison guide. Mostly goes over, like armaments, weapons, uniforms, things like that. But interesting books. And then we have Cromwell versus Jagdpanzer IV, Normandy 1944 by David R. Higgins. And that also is this is in their duel series. So kind of the same kind of thing, one tank versus the other tank, what kind of capabilities and history and so forth for each. And it looks like we have another one from History and Collections. This is probably another issue of Steel Masters. I think that's all they're selling these days. They used to give me the thematique, but I don't think I've seen one of those in a while. This one's the number 58 issue, number 158 issue of Steel Masters, and this one has the Duril and Dacier AMX 13/75, which if you play World of Warships, if you play World of Tanks, sorry, I play mostly World of Warships these days, that's why it just came out. This is a tank that's in World of Tanks, and was a real tank, obviously, and a post-war tank. Very interesting design. But yeah, another one for them. All right, so what else do we have here? Let's go ahead and start opening. I've got a couple of boxes from Tamiya, one from IBG, one from Plus Model, something from I'm not sure who that is actually. We'll have to check because sometimes it's not the brand I think it's going to be. Looking for my other trusty cutters, which these are not the office ones. I couldn't find the orange ones. They're hiding from me. And let's see who this one's from. It's one of these nondescript kind of boxes. I'll get it open anyways. Just open this way. Let's see. Well, didn't quite open it correctly, but that's just hacking. Here we go. This one's a new company, Rado Miniatures. This is, I believe, our 1/35 scale. I just want to kind of look at it and make sure before I say that and then have to take it back. But I'm not seeing any scale directly on it, but you can see, or hopefully, and without the reflection there. There's the other one. Trying to minimize reflections. And this one is Battlefront Normandy SS Panzer Regiment 12, summer 1944. And the other one was Battlefront Normandy Panzer Regiment 25, summer 1944. Sorry, having a hard time reading with my eyes as bad as they are. All right, let's open one of the Tamiya ones because I'm curious what this one is. Okay, so it looks like another white box kit. Okay, this is the white box. Could be I have the white box in production. We'll see. But this is the white box issue of the U.S. light tank M3 Stuart late production, and it looks like the MSRP, I've got it written on here, is $42, which is probably less than that, obviously retail. Worldwide release date June 20th, 2018. So it's still not out yet, but this is going to be probably a very, very desirable kit in the sense that not a lot of new issues of this very popular M3, M5 Stuarts are certainly out there in various different companies releasing them. Tamiya obviously had several back in the 70s, I want to say, or 80s. I guess they probably came out, and I built those numerous times. But this one is a new mold, and interesting to take a closer look at it, so we will definitely do that in a further unboxing video. But yeah, I think there's already been some stuff out about this, obviously, since I'm catching it. Let's go ahead and open the other one just to see what that one is. Actually, no, that is not Tamiya. Okay, I didn't do a good job then. No. Alright, so this is the 1/35th release of the French Leclerc Series 2. Not sure if this is a re-release. It says, it's got the logo down here for the company that makes it, the Giat Industries. Let's see, is this a new mold? I'll have to probably grab some glasses in order to see. It's not looking like new releasey kind of thing, but let's see, because Tamiya puts dates on almost all of their stuff. Let's check it out. This does not look like new plastic though, but I could be wrong. Let's see. The fact that I'm not finding it right away is probably not a good sign that it's a new tool. And of course, just looking at the plastic, it doesn't look new tool as I said, but let's see. Oh, here we go. I need more light. I need more light and I need more magnification. I think it says 2006, I want to say. So that kind of probably makes sense to some people. Yeah, I see 2005 or 2006. I can't quite make it out. So, yeah, a re-release probably with potentially some changes in here, which again I'll I'll go over when I do an unboxing. I'll take a closer look at all the different sprues and so forth that are in this. I just got this one in yesterday, so this is hot off the production presses and to us from Tamiya USA. So, but yeah, it's a fairly large main battle tank vehicle. This is what the I don't know a whole lot about the history of Leclerc, but this must be a obviously kind of Cold War era. I don't know if it came out around the same time as the Abrams, or if this. I think this predates the Abrams, doesn't it? Or is it the EU NATO Abrams kind of main battle tank series? I do not know. I do not know enough about it, but it's certainly a welcome, another welcome release from them. Yeah, it certainly looks like it. I mean, looking at the picture of it, it definitely looks pretty cool, actually. Looks a little more like, it reminds me more of the some of the lines of the Type 10 Japanese main battle tank. Certain, you know, not profile-wise or anything, but just like certain aspects of it. So maybe it is newer. Don't try to eat my glasses. Anyways, sorry, not a French tank expert. What am I an expert of? Well, it's funny you should ask, because I just had a comment recently. You know, one of my typical comments about why do you just do unboxings if you don't build these? You know, don't bother doing them. It's like, clearly you don't understand why I do these videos. Why the unboxings and these? It's like because I need to provide some level of service to the companies that are sending this stuff, which have been doing a terrible job of lately. I don't know what I'm saying, but also. It's to get them out there and for people to do, you know, things like reviews and videos and things, or written reviews even. All right, so this is from IBG. They've sent us looks kind of, what scale is this? 1/72nd scale? It almost looked kind of gaming related. So World at War, German Forces and Equipment. This is the Panzerkampfwagen 2 OS A1, A2, and A3. 3 collectible model kit inside. Interesting. So it's like it's kind of a very small, like, little magazine pamphlet with the model attached to it. What else have they sent? They have sent a 1/72nd scale on Type 94 Japanese tankette. And that is yet another in their Japanese line of 1/72nd scale kits. And then continue their aircraft kits. They've sent the RWD-8 PWS Hungarian and Romanian service. Are these spotter planes? I think these might be like spotters and other kind of utilitarian planes from, I'm going to say, I might be wrong, maybe it's World War I, but it almost looks like it could, well, definitely be World War I. But 1/72nd scale also. And again, not an expert on those planes. 1/72nd scale, Bergpanzer 3 German armored recovery vehicle. So that's probably of interest. I don't think there's a whole lot of 1/72nd scale recovery vehicles out there yet. Easy assembly. I like how that's actually on the box. It looks like it's a sticker, but it's just printed right in the box. Oh, and then this is really cool looking. This is another Hungarian tank, but a 1/72nd scale 43M Turan 3 Hungarian medium tank with some really interesting side and kind of armor configuration there. I would think they've done 1/35th scale versions. I would think that in a 1/35th scale, IBG would probably do pretty interestingly well in terms of just people would probably kind of flock to it, being its unique shape and configuration. Sorry, I'm out of practice. I know. I'm just bumbling along as my normal self and trying to get these out of the boxes and cover them. I should just retire, shouldn't I? If only. So what have we got from Plus Model? Let's see. We have the Flightline extinguisher in 1/48 scale. This is part of their Aeroline series. We have a 100-gallon fuel cart also in 1/48 scale. Again, in the Aeroline series. We have 1/35th scale German fuel Banks? Barrels. I said banks there for a second when I was looking at it the first time. We have a large kit. I don't often send these lately, but we have a big one. Oh, actually, before we do that, military maps in 1/35th scale. They have sent, with plenty of popcorn, a very interesting looking vehicle. This is a artillery generator wagon, M16 in 1/35th scale. Now this is of course their Resin series kits, so not inexpensive, but certainly very unique. And this one's 279 resin parts, photo etch sheet, and decals for 4 variants. So it includes a photo CD for resource. We'll just do a quick little, so you can see it's the disc and the directions are all in a nice little package here. And of course the resin is all nicely bubble wrapped and secure. Be very careful though if you get one of these kits. You have to open them very delicately because the resin parts are very detailed and fragile. So, all right. So this one came, I think, from Flyhawk. We'll see what brand it is. By the way, if any of my vendor supplier people are watching this and are concerned with the move, I will be giving out information obviously when I'm moving and when. Won't be till, I believe, well, if everything goes to plan, it won't be till mid-June, and at that point I will have another shipper set up where we're moving to, another shipper, another mail facility that will accept mail and so forth. But I will want mail sent here stopped because obviously it won't just be easily be able to be forwarded from California to New Hampshire. All right, so this is a Flyhawk. Both kits Flyhawk, yes. And this is the first thing they've sent us is the HMS Legion 1941 masking seals, and I guess it's just, yeah, and it shows on the other side how they work, the masking seals. And this is for the HMS Legion, I guess, 1941. And this is the HMS Legion kit in 1/700 scale. And this is a full hull. This is a full hull kit. So, and very interesting ship. This is doesn't look like a destroyer. What class is this? It looks kind of like some kind of support ship. Again, not an expert on that era of British military ships, so I'd have to do some research to even see what that is, but it looks interesting. They have it in the artwork as going towards a listing. Is that a carrier? So I assume it's some kind of support or rescue ship or something like that. But it doesn't support a lot of main guns. It has some anti-aircraft guns on it and so forth. That does have a main gun in the back, and I think there might be one forward. I can't really see in the artwork. But let's actually take a look at the instructions real quick, because I'm curious. I'd be like that. I'd be curious about things. Sometimes not enough lately. So it's got kind of a fold-out thing here. Yeah, it does have quite a few guns. I guess it could be a destroyer. It's got 2 guns on the forward section and at least 1 in the rear, if not 2. So, yeah. A destroyer of some kind, probably. Alrighty, what else do we have? We have 1 more box. Thanks for bearing with me. If you're new to these videos and you're wondering why does he get all these? What is this all for? Well, we have a series of a set of websites, armoriver.com being the main one, and then obviously model ship rates and aeroscale and many others. And so we get samples, and these samples are for review or building purposes, blogging online, things like that. So we have a page set up. I'll link it down below in the video description if you want to check it out. It'll explain more about that. All right, so U.S. Navy from Academy. This is a U.S. Navy FA-18C VFA-192 Golden Dragons. And very clean box kind of look in 1/72nd scale. And then we have a much larger kit, the armored folks. I'm trying not to get myself a pop lunch here. And it's not working. Okay, so we have the M163 Vulcan air defense system, and this again is 1/35th scale kit from Academy. Make sure I can get it non-glare, since they always put their plastic wrap on theirs. And this kit probably is just out. I'm not sure if it's a new tool or reissue, but we will try to get that up again for review. So yeah, just to conclude what I was saying before, so if you're interested, you can check out the links below, and we generally look for people who've kind of done some online reviewing prior, whether that's written. We don't really expect some, I know this is on YouTube and everybody thinks everything is YouTube video, but no, it's like we're not necessarily just looking for video people. We're looking for people to write reviews, take pictures, put blogs up, do build logs on forums, things like that as well. So yeah, if you're interested, you can contact me. Apologies, no microphone this time, so the sound is probably just whatever I got working through the GoPro camera. And yeah, I'm really all decked out in my best attire here, and even, you know, fully non-shaved. So it's the casual look, you know. That's just what I do now. I'm looking forward to this all being past us, and I can actually our house was being shown, or still could be potentially being shown. You know, we have very little kind of clutter out and so forth. So that's one of the reasons I haven't been able to do a lot of these, because I don't have the clearance from the master control officers of the house to mess up the house. So now I definitely mess things up a little bit, but should be good. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time on Mail Call.